y'all. It's Scott here with Ways We Forgot. And today I am here to talk to you about drinking coffee and thinking about how our weeks have gone. I call this a read day. I review. I review my week that came before this week. And, well, I think that one of the things that I didn't do enough was talking a low voice, a low drawl, like a Western cowboy of some sorts. I might be covering up my microphone, to be completely honest. I don't really know. But what I do know is that last week, was an all right week for content. I made some more stuff, as I always have been doing. Still haven't gotten to sharing it with a lot of people. I sort of decided against doing that until it was a little bit more together. But what I did start to do, and it was just yesterday that I made the decision to start doing, is I made a short. And I made a short today, too. I'm also looking at when I'm posting. And, I've had some videos that have gotten a bit more traction. I'm not talking lots. I'm talking like maybe 40 views and like 2 likes. So not a lot. I'm still not getting into too many people's feeds, but I'm getting into more people's feeds. So it's interesting to see how that works, how the algorithm works, how when you post also might affect it. So still playing around a bit more with that. I'm watching some more videos on that as a subject, so that's been real helpful. All right, I'm gonna move from talking in my low drawl. I'm sitting here on the lake. I'm drinking some coffee. It's my morning routine. It's part of my morning tradition. Definitely woke up. It was a bit more of a cloudy day. But I'm really, again, making effort to make these things that I know fill my well and fill my energy and fill my heart more of a priority. So even though it can be hard, and I sort of, have this real, maybe it's because I watched the stuff with video games yesterday, but I have a real craving to just play some video games. And, some people would be like, well, just give into that. And, I probably will play some today. I definitely want to make time to honor the feelings I have, especially with me doing everything in this way. That I've been doing really well. But I've also been sort of noticing little, sort of slip up. All right, we're trying this again. I might split the other video because it died while I was recording it. But yeah, so as I was saying, I'm just having a little bit of a slower start today. But this is my review day. And so, stuff that has been working, stuff that hasn't been working, figure out where I want to move going forward with all of this. And I feel like, it's still working out really well. I haven't been sharing it as much, but I have started to make some Instagram shorts, and I'm playing around with the times that I'm posting. So I might not do all of my posts all at the same time. I think I'm going to try to record them a bit earlier, or at least maybe the musing, maybe make it a musing during coffee. Actually, this next week I commit. I'm making my musing while drinking coffee, which I'm doing right now. That way I can post it about 11 o'clock. And then I'll do my other posts a bit later, around 3 o'clock. And then I'll also try I'll do at least one short a day, because shorts only have to be 15 seconds. So I'm trying to figure out the short game, because I've heard that shorts really help get you into the algorithm. And I have noticed that I posted one short just introducing myself yesterday, which wasn't really anything spectacular. Actually, it was the first video I've gotten one dislike on. I got a like and a dislike, which is fine. I mean, dislike my stuff. I can see it. You can't. But it was my first dislike, so that, I can get more. You can give me more, that's fine. It's part of the game, right? But I had noticed that there were many more views with this just 15-second video of me introducing myself, 60 plus views. So I think once I figure out that short form, it'll be easy to short form on Instagram and on TikTok, because both of those places want that also. and then Instagram TV. Maybe I will cross-populate with the music and the songs. Facebook has their own version of these reels, these stories. So it just seems like, yeah, it seems like almost like a no-brainer because that's the stuff that gets put into people's feeds randomly, rather than just these long form videos that I'm making. This does get into people's feeds, but there are some videos that I've made that don't have any views. Most of my videos have at least, 4 or 5, and some have made it into the 30s, 40s views. So there are people that are getting this in their feeds, and I'm still not exactly sure what makes that happen. So figuring it out, and as I'm figuring it out, I'll let people know. But I do feel like I made, some good progress. I think I'm still sticking to at least a minimum of 5 days of the 3 content posts, with the added Instagram story, or not the story, but the reel or whatever, the short form YouTube. And so I'll have that happening, that I'll add on. And then, yeah, having a couple days where I don't have to post necessarily is cool, but those can be bonus posting days, so I still will attempt to. But yeah, I made it to 2 weeks of content. I had a few days that I didn't post, but this is my 15th day. So I feel like it made sense to do this review day. But yeah, those are some of the thoughts that I've had. And then just, yeah, the continuing to move forward with this practice, even as I sometimes have more difficult days. And I was sort of talking about how, yeah, I was really sort of woke up this morning feeling a little bit, I could say off, but, I sort of, yeah, want to do some cloudy day winter stuff. But I also know that, that stuff doesn't necessarily fill me super full, my cup. So, excuse me. But, I think it's also important to give time to that stuff every now and then. But, it's easy to get sucked in. So I really want it to be a choice I'm making. And, okay, I have a bit of time. I do know that it's sometimes hard for me to disengage once I've engaged with that energy. But I know if I fight it and I don't engage with it at all, that eventually it'll, hit me. So yeah, figuring out ways to make it sort of work with me. And figuring that out. But I will come back, tomorrow and have more regular content. And then next week I'll do another review day. I think, yeah, the aim is to at least wait until the end of this month to start sharing on other platforms. Just get it really dialed in here, figure out how I can post the content really quickly, how I can make it really quickly. And then, yeah, just figuring out how that translates and moves to these other platforms. But I have found that I have started to get faster at the recording to the uploading portion. And with practice, we get better and better, and it becomes less of a practice or a thing that I have to think a whole lot about. So yeah, again, my aim moving forward is to continue with what I've been doing. I'm going to do my musing while drinking coffee in the morning so that I can get it up about 11 o'clock. And then I will do my other posts a little bit later to try to get them up about 3 o'clock. And then I will do, and maybe I'll do one at 3 and I'll do the other one like sort of close to like bedtime. Maybe I would do okay, yeah, that's it. So musing, I'm going to do as my 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock will be my cover, and then my last posting will be my improv flute music, and that'll be closer to a bedtime post. And so maybe about 5 o'clock, around the dinner time kind of bit, or maybe 6, here, and it'll be around bedtime in the East Coast, because I'm the Pacific Northwest. But anyway, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do at least, a short on all of the days that I post. And I am going to, be figuring out just more about how this works and when the views happen, because they're happening, but sometimes not at all on on some of the videos. And I don't know if it's when I'm posting or if my labels are just not right. I'm also going to be working on my thumbnail game. That might not happen this week, but that is something that is coming up. Anyway, much love. My name is Scott. I go by the artist name We Forgot, and I will see you all very soon. Also, I love y'all. You're all awesome. Thank you so much for the support and checking out this stuff. I support you, but again, that shouldn't really matter because you have the ability to do that within yourself, and to practice that is where all the magic happens. So I hope that you are giving love to the most important relationship in your life, which should be you. Fill that cup and the magic will happen. All right, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.